Okay, so here I am, charging the Volt for the first time. Let's see how this goes. I'm over here at this charging center, Electrify America, over here by the Target. So yeah, we're plugged in. Here's the charging station. I started off, I don't know, it was said 47 miles. I don't know what the state of charge is. I'm still figuring out this car. I guess it was down to 15%. That's what it said. So we'll see how long this takes and how much it cost. Now, I guess with Lyft, you get a discount. I was able to put that in, so it went from like 55 cents a kilowatt hour down to 45 cents, I guess. So it knocks off like 10 cents. And then I think as I get more into Lyft, I can activate a higher level where it'll be a few more cents off. But there it is, it's charging. So here is, basically I have only gone out since I picked up the car, what was it, Wednesday? I didn't drive on Wednesday, and then last night I only drove for 3 hours. So I'm kind of getting back into this kind of slowly. My goal today is to try to get at least 7 or 8 hours in of driving, and we'll see how it goes. So far, let's see. So far, I'm getting more used to this car. You know, it's not a bad little car. It's actually nice. I actually like it better than the Polestar 2. I still don't like it better than the Tesla Model 3. But, you know, it is a different class, like a class, I guess, of vehicle. You know how they have different classes. I think this is like a subcompact. It's really, you know, it's a pretty small vehicle. But for being small, it's still kind of roomy in a way. I mean, I think last night I had 3 passengers in the back seat. And I don't know, they all went back there. I don't tell people where to sit. If they want to sit in the front, they can sit in the front. But, you know, I think I had 3 people that squeezed back there. But, you know, it drives nice. I'm kind of getting used to it. It's different than a Tesla, no doubt about that. But it's nice. It's a nice little car. You know, if I was going to buy a vehicle, I wouldn't want to buy this just because I'm a little bit too big for the car, I think. That's the main thing, is this is how I get in and out of the vehicle. This charging thing, I think it's more expensive than with Tesla. I mean, even with a discount, 45 cents a kilowatt hour, or however the nomenclature is, the verbiage. We're up to 20% now already. During the day, say Tesla, you know, the rates would go up to 35, 40, 45. Their rates have been going up too. So, you know, and then at midnight, it used to drop into single digits, but now for the last probably year or so, or close to a year, I've noticed even after midnight, it would drop down to like 11 cents, 12 cents, 13 cents. As far as these Electrify Americas and the EV goes and stuff like that, I don't think the prices drop at midnight. You know, I think they're just the same no matter what. And then if you get some kind of type of a promo code or a promo of some sort, or like this, I have this deal with Lyft. They have a deal with them, so it drops it down, you know, 10 cents, 11 cents. But that's just 24 hours. There's no advantage. Like with Tesla, I used to, you know, make sure I would drive until at least after midnight and you know, wait to do my charging until after midnight, because the prices would drop so dramatically, you know. But now, if the prices really aren't on these Electrify Americas and the other ones, like EVgo, if it's just the same price no matter what, then I guess, you know, it doesn't really matter. So anyhow, yeah, last night I only drove 3 hours. I got 7 rides in, and all together with tips and everything, I only made $58 for 3 hours. So, you know, definitely a lot less than with Tesla. We'll see what happens once I get into more of like a bonus situation with a certain amount of rides. You know, it gives you a bonus and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what it is, you know, what it turns out to be like after end of the week or whatever. And after I get into driving more hours, I know I got to stop being lazy. I know some of these drivers, they drive 10, 12 hours a day, you know, so, and here I am doing 3 hours like a fucking pussy. But we'll see how it goes. This is sort of starting day 2, I guess, of my driving. I guess I'll probably just charge up to 80 or 85%. I'm not going to go all the way to 100 or whatever. I'll just go up to like 80 or somewhere in the 80s, I guess. But yeah, man, it's not a bad little car, you know. It's nice if you're looking for an EV. Now, let's say if I was gonna buy one, of course, you know how I am. I love the Teslas, but try not to get that. If I was gonna get a different brand, I would want to maybe try out the Chevy Equinox, which is, you know, this is a Chevy, so probably all the EV part of it is probably pretty close to the same. This is a 2023, so it's pretty new. But I just saw a Chevy Equinox EV drive through the parking lot, and that looked pretty sharp. And it looks like, you know, definitely it's a little bit bigger. So if I was going to buy something other than a Tesla, then it would probably, I definitely would look at the Chevy Equinox. I'm not saying that's what I would buy, because I would like to look at the Ford Mach-E. I'd like to look at the Chevy Equinox. Because I think, you know, I'm not sure the prices. I know that... Oh, the guy next to me, he just pulled out. That was a Honda, kind of a cool, some kind of a Honda. But you know, there's a lot to choose from now. You know, the Rivians, but the Rivians are probably out of my price range. There's a lot of stuff that's out of my price range. Almost everything's out of my price range right now. But I would have to, you know, get something that's reasonably priced. So we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to do this, I guess, rent it. But like I say, it's not a bad car. Chevy Volt. If you're looking for something, you might want to check into it. They're nice little cars. They drive nice, you know. It's just a whole different experience. If you, like, I was driving a Model 3 for almost 2 years, and that's just, you know, it's so responsive. It's so, the performance on it is just really a lot better, you know. But still, it's, like I said, it's a nice car. It drives nice and smooth, and, you know, it's doing the job. But we'll see, you know, maybe, like, I'll see how much it's going to cost me to charge this thing. If I have to charge every day and it costs a lot of money, maybe a gas-powered car is better at this point. Like right now, I'm at 26%, and I'm at $3.33. Is what it's cost me. Has it up there? So we'll see. If I'm going to go, I'm only at, what am I at? 20 something? Because now it's switched screens. Now it's saying there's, I think, 60 minutes. So I'm at 26%. So if I want to go to 80, what is that? 54%. To go another 54%. Now we're at 27%. I don't know how much. I don't know what it's going to be, but we'll see. So we'll see. So I guess this is my second report from Lyft here, for my new Lyft job. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just charging here at the old Electrify America. Someone else just pulled in next to me. Yeah, we can see it's pretty full. There's only 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 chargers. They're all full. We got a couple cars over here. I'm not sure what that car is. What is that? What the heck is that? It's a nice looking little car. I don't even know what it is. Then on the other side, I don't know what that is either. I don't know what these cars are. There's just so many now. And then over here we got this little gray car. That might be a Hyundai or something. I'm not really sure. But there is a lot to choose from nowadays, you know. So that's the kind of the exciting thing. There is a lot. It's not just Teslas anymore. The thing that needs to be fixed, I think, or you know, the infrastructure, the charging infrastructure, that needs to be fixed. We need more chargers. The prices need to be cheaper, I think, and we need more of them. And I think it needs to be more standardized. Like, none of this. This one has a fitting. This has this type of fitting. It should just be like a gas station where no matter what gas station you go into, you know, the nozzle's going to fit. And there should be just as many chargers as there are gas stations. Eventually it will be, and you know, that's going to take time, but you know, there should be a charging station on every corner, just like there's a gas station on every corner. Of course, then there's only so many corners, but you know. But I've seen, I guess there are some gas stations. Well, there are gas stations. I've used them where they have charging stations on the gas station, you know, property. So we'll be seeing more and more of that. But they need to make improvements with the infrastructure. Make sure all the chargers are working properly. You know, keep them maintained. Make them easy to use. It's got to be easy to use. Like, this is my first time using this since I had the Polestar, which was almost 2 years ago. So I kind of forgot, and I only used them a couple times, and then I went back to Tesla. So there was a little bit of a relearning curve here for me. It took me a few minutes, a couple tries to get it going, but I got it going, and so now I know the next time it'll be a lot easier for me. So, but it needs to be just as easy as someone pulling into a gas station and sticking the nozzle in the car and filling up their car. That's how easy it needs to be for the masses of people to really, you know, like, get on board with it. You know what I mean? It has to be easy to use. They need to be affordable, and they need to be reliable that they'll be working when you get there, and they need to be plentiful enough that you're not always waiting in line. Now, when I got here, there was 4 cars. They were all full, but I only waited about 10 minutes. There was another car in front of me that was waiting. And just so happens, one guy pulled out, so that guy took that spot, and then within less than a minute, this spot opened up, and then I got this spot. So I didn't have to wait too long. And there is an app where I could have gone, because it did show, I think, I didn't even bother checking. I checked earlier, and I know it was full. And then just now when I left the apartment, I didn't even bother to check. I just wanted to come to this one because this was like the closest one. It's just right down the street from where I live. So I wanted to come here. But there is an app, and you can find where it'll say if there's any, you know, available, you know, how many are being used, you know, the locations, how far it is from where you're at, and all that kind of stuff. So they have apps, and you can find out all that stuff. But still, like I said, for this to really catch on for the mainstream or for the masses, it needs to be easy to use and you know, just wham bam, thank you ma'am, and you get in, you get out, you charge. You know, like right now, I've been here a few minutes. I'm at 50. Well, I don't know what my state of charge is now. I think I'm up in the 30s now. You know, and you don't need to fill it up to the top. I don't need to sit here for an hour. I don't need that much. I'm at 34%. You know, like right now, according to the gauge, I guess the gauge, it says I have 91 miles of driving. I went from 40 something to I'm up to 92. If I wasn't doing rideshare and all I was going to do today was maybe go shopping or go to the movies or maybe you know, go check something out on the strip, or you know, just whatever, some little bit of running around, I wouldn't even need to charge anymore. I'd be done. I go 93 miles. I don't need. That's all I need. I'm not even going to use that. I'm going to use 30 or 40 of that, and that'd be it. Because that's really what people average, right? Isn't they say the average the person drives a day is like 30 miles a day. So I'm done. I would be done if I wasn't doing rideshare. I would be done right now. I wouldn't even need to sit here anymore. I got 94 miles to charge. That's good enough. I'll go to the movies, or I'll go do some shopping or whatever, and I'll go home. You know. Now, of course, ideally is to have your own home charger, and they have those available too. And you can just charge up overnight while you're sleeping, and when you get up in the morning, your car will be fully charged, and you never have to go to one of these stations. So that's the other thing too. Not everyone can have a home gas pump. When we're talking about the difference between gas and electric, pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. With the EV, you can, if you have your own house and you have a place like a garage, or you have some place to install a home charger, they're relatively inexpensive, I think, most of them. Older homes, you might have to get an electrician out to rewire or do some sort of retrofitting or whatever. That might be a bit costly, but probably still a lot cheaper than installing a gas pump, right? I mean, that's not even, you can't even do that. I don't think you're even legally, there's like special regulations and permits and stuff to do that, all that kind of stuff. So, but you could get a home charger. I haven't priced them for like other companies, but I know for Tesla, they're like $420. And if you need to have it installed, maybe you're going to pay a few $100, or maybe $1,000. I don't know, a couple thousand, depending on exactly what would need to be done as far as your wiring in your house. If it's a newer home, it's probably all wired and ready to go. Probably just plug it in, So that really is the way to go. If I had a house, my own house and my own car, I would, and a place where I could put a charger, I would definitely do that. But anyhow, like I said, overall, as far as Lyft goes, I'm starting day 2. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get, hopefully I can get more rides in and make more money, make enough, to pay my rent or whatever. All right, make enough to live off of. We'll see how it goes. But as far as the hourly, that's less than $20 an hour that I made last night. And like I said, with Uber, I was making usually over $30 an hour, $35 an hour, just on average. So that's like half the pay, right? I'm making, so far at least. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, they do have a little bonus thing. If you do 80 rides, they give you an extra, I forget what it is, 100 or $150. I think there might be a couple other incentives in there. I have to look on the app again, but there's little things. And as you get more rides and you keep all your, they have, your rating up. There's things that keep your rating up, and you get more rides. Then you go, I guess you get more tier. You're like a higher tier. Like right now I'm at 0 tier. So, as a rider, and if there's any Lyft drivers in here listening, you know how it works, and more than I do. I mean, I'm just starting, and I haven't really committed to memory how it all works. But yeah, you get into a higher tier. Maybe there's more bonuses or more something. So okay, anyhow, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep at it, and I'll check in later. So here we are. This is Friday. It's January 10th, and I'm just charging up. I'm at 40% charge now. We've gone from, what was it, 15% when I started. So we've already done 25%. Oh no, okay, 25%. On the screen, it flashes back and forth. It'll say how many minutes are left, and then it goes to what your state of charge is. See, it says 50 minutes left until now. My number 40. See, it goes back. It went back, but I think it said till 90% charge. I think is what it said, but I'm waiting for it to come back on again just so I can see what it says. Here, we can turn it around maybe. Let's see. I'm not sure if how these video screens don't record very well, but so right here we're at, it says 50 minutes left until, maybe it saes 80% charge. I couldn't see. But now we're at 41%. That's how much I've spent so far, $6.93. So if I go to 80, it's gonna be, you know, probably 12 or 13 bucks. The car next to me just pulled out. That was a BMW EV. Interesting. Wow. So anyhow, yeah, it says 50%. Every time I want to zoom in, I forget to do it, and then on time, and then the thing goes away. So there we are, $7.24, 41%. Okay, so trying to zoom in to 80%. Yeah, so to get to 80%, it's going to take 50 more minutes, it says. You know, I might not even wait that long. I'm not even sure if I need to go to 80%, you know? And I could just come back later, I guess. I don't know. All right, guys, so that's it. Here's Trucker John, Rideshare John, Lyft John, whatever I'm going by. I'm going by Trucker John. I like Trucker John better. Here I am from the old Chevy Volt. I always want to say Bolt. Wait, Bolt. Wait, which one? What am I in? I'm in the Bolt or the Volt? This is the Volt, right? And the Bolt is the other one that they don't even make anymore, I don't think. That was more of a hybrid. And those were nice little cars. I remember I drove one of those. I mean, I test drove. I never owned one or anything. But I guess that's it for now. I guess I should shut my mouth, stop gabbing, and that's it. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. But I would appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, subscribe, and share the show. Sharing is caring, and all that good stuff. Share it so we can get more subscribers. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.